Hi, welcome to another Microsoft PowerPoint tutorials. Today's video we are going to learn how to create basic PowerPoint presentation. And creating basic PowerPoint presentation helps you to organize your slides very well so that you can have a professional presentation, and we are going to learn the basics that you need that can help you to create this presentation, and that is going to equip you to also create advanced PowerPoint presentation. And as you can see, I have this PowerPoint presentation which is well organized, and I have 5 slides in the slides navigation pane. And we are going to learn how to create this similar PowerPoint presentation which is very basic. So we are going to start from scratch. So let's create a new PowerPoint presentation, and to do this, let's click on the start button. Then you can search for PowerPoint. You are going to have the best match in the start menu. Let's have a once click on it, and this is going to open the home page or the starting page of PowerPoint. And currently we have blank presentation selected, and since we are going to start from scratch, we are going to click on blank presentations. You have other options that can give you different templates to create a PowerPoint presentation. At the right side, we have this link that says more themes. When you click on it, you get this template, that is PowerPoint template, and this is predefined template in PowerPoint. And if you want to use any of these templates to create your PowerPoint presentation, you can click on it and start a new presentation. So if I choose this template, I have the preview here and I can easily click on create. You can choose other background for the template, and as you can see, we have this preview. So you choose what suits your PowerPoint presentation, then you click on create. We are going to start from blank presentation, and below this option we have this search box that says search for online templates and themes. You can click here and search for any themes that you want, that is based on education or based on business. You can search, and you are going to have this template popping out here when you are connected to the internet, and you can choose any of these templates to start your PowerPoint presentation. Let's click on blank presentation. Now when you click on blank presentation, you are going to have this slide area, and we have only one slide open in the slide navigation pane, and this is going to contain the title of our slide and also the instructor or the presenter or any other information that can be added on the title slide. This is the slide area, and for you to identify the layout of this slide, you can click on the home tab, and we have this layout option, and when you click on it, this is the title slide, and that is what we have in our slide area. When I click here, you can see that I have my ribbon vanishing because I have collapsed the ribbon. To bring back the ribbon, you can hold Ctrl plus F1 on the keyboard, and that is going to bring back the ribbon. To use the mouse, you have to click on any of these tabs, and we have this pin icon here, and it says pin the ribbon, and when you click on it, you have your ribbon fully shown so that you can identify your commands and all your important features in PowerPoint. To have more free space to work, that is why I collapse the ribbon. So I'm going to click on this arrow to collapse the ribbon so that I can have a better view of my slide. Now this is the slide that is going to contain our title. So I'm going to click here and type the title of this presentation. And I'm going to change the font size that to suit my eyesight and where I'm going to have my presentation. So I'm going to select this text, or you can also click on the text box that contains this text. You move to your home tab and I'm going to change this to 80. Then I hit the enter key. Now the subtitle, when I click, I'm going to type I'm also going to change this to 30. Then I hit the enter key. So now we have our title slide ready. To insert a new slide so that you can proceed the organization of your slides, you can right click on the first slide and you have this context menu, and in this context menu we have new slide. You can also right click on this empty slide pane and you also have the option to choose new slide. I have a video that shows you different approach you can insert a new slide in your PowerPoint presentation, and I'm going to link the video in the description below. You can click on the link to watch, and that is going to show you more than 4 ways to insert a new slide in your PowerPoint presentation. So let's click on new slide, and I have this new slide inserted, and this also have a different layout. And to identify the layout, I said you can click on the home, and in the slides group you have this layout command, and this is title and content layout slide. So what we are going to do now is to click here, and this is going to be the introduction of the topic. So I'm going to type introduction. I'm also going to select this, change the font size to 50, then hit the enter key. Now in this text box I'm going to add a random text. Without wasting much time, I'm going to insert a junk text in this text box. And if you are preparing your PowerPoint slides, you can insert your own text based on whatever topic you are going to present. So I'm going to type this formula, then I hit the enter key. I'm going to change the font size of this text in this text box, so I can select the text box, or I can select the entire text in the text box, move to my home tab, and I'm going to change this to 24. Then I hit the enter key. So I have my introduction slide set up, and I'm going to create another slide. So right click on this current slide and choose new slide, and I am going to have another title in this text box. In this third slide, we are going to talk about examples of web browsers. So this is already in the bullet form. Let's move to the second slide, and I want to take off this bullet point. So what I'll do is to select this text box, move to the home tab, and in the paragraph group we have this bullet point selected. Just have a once click on it, and we have quickly removed the bullet points of this introduction text. Let's move back to this, and in this slide we are going to need the bullet point. So let's click here and start type the examples of web browser that we have in the computing environment. And to make it short, I'm going to type 6 examples of web browsers. Now I have this web browsers typed in this text box. So I'm going to change the font size. So these are the examples of web browsers, and you can see how we are creating this presentation. So these are the basics you need to create a PowerPoint presentation. That is how to create a new slide, how to insert text into your PowerPoint slide area, how to organize them depending on the kind of presentation you are going to present to your audience. So let's create another slide, and this is where we are going to talk about the individual web browsers we have in the computing environment. So I'm going to right click, choose a new slide, and in this slide we are going to talk about the Opera Mini browser. So click here and type Opera Mini. Let's change the font size to 50. Now in this text box we have these graphical elements which are shown in this text box, and when you hover your mouse pointer on any of this, it gives you the tooltip or the screen tip. This is to insert table, insert charts, smart art graphic, 3D models, we have pictures, stock images, insert video, and also insert an icon. So if whatever presentation that you're going to have relates to any of these graphical elements, you can choose and insert whatever element you want into your slide area. We are going to insert a picture of the Opera Mini browser, so you can use this option, which is pictures. So let's have a once click on it. We have this beautiful dialog box, and I'm going to navigate to my new volume H, and this is where I have my pictures located. So I'm going to scroll and find Opera Mini. Let's click and click on OK. Now I have this picture inserted into my slide area. One advantage in PowerPoint, you can easily adjust your picture by aligning it on your slide area. So if I left click, I can move this to the left, right, up, any area of this slide. Therefore I'm going to keep this at the left side and hold the control key and decrease this Opera Mini logo. Now we have this set here. Now we don't have any text box here to insert our text to explain this picture or this Opera Mini browser. So to do this, we are going to insert our own text box and insert the introduction of this program. So go to the Insert tab, and in the text group we have text box. Left click on it and click in this area, and I'm going to type the formula to insert the junk text to make everything quickly. So I have this text box, so let's really organize our text box. I'm going to adjust this text box. So I have this, and let me change the font size by going to the Home tab and give this 24 and hit the enter key. And let's adjust this text box to fit the slide area. Now you can manually add some graphics, so I'm going to add a beneath line under this text. So let me go to the Insert tab, and in the illustrations group we have shapes. Click on the drop down arrow and choose line, and I'm going to hold my shift key and draw a straight line to apply a border under this text box. Now go back to this menu bar and select shape format. and you have the option to apply a color to your shape. I'm going to choose the black outline. You can adjust this by using the down arrow key. Now we have this slide representing the Opera Mini browser. So if you have any adjustments, you can do it. These are some of the basics you should have on your fingertips when creating a PowerPoint slide or PowerPoint presentation. Now we have the Opera Mini slide set. We are going to create a slide for the Safari browser. So this time around, we are not going to insert a new slide. Rather, we are going to duplicate this current slide. So right click and choose duplicate. Another way to duplicate a slide is to select the slide and hold Ctrl+D on the keyboard, and that is going to duplicate this slide. Now we have this slide here. What we can easily do here is to make some mere changes in this slide. Select this text and type Safari. And we want to change this picture icon to the Safari browser. So select this picture, right click, and in this options we have change picture, and we are going to select from a file, that is to pick the picture from our local computer, and navigate to search for Safari. And this is the Safari browser. Then you click on insert, and we have this beautiful picture inserted into our slide area. So let's duplicate this slide, and our next browser is the Netscape. So you change this text Netscape, select the picture, right click and go to change picture. And this is the Netscape logo. Insert into our slide. So you continue to insert all the browsers into your slide area. The next one is Mozilla Firefox. And you can see how we are organizing our slide ready to be presented or to have our next presentation. So give us a minute to insert the two browsers into the slide area. Now we have our slide set up, beautifully set up, and as you can see, this is the title of the presentation, the introduction, and also this gives you all the necessary elements or information needed in our next presentation. And these are the basics you should have when it comes to creating PowerPoint presentation. So let's add the last slide. And we are going to change the layout. So right click and move to layout, and I'm going to choose title only. And I'm going to align this to the middle. You can also use the shape format option. Then you move to this align group and say align center, then you say align middle. You can change the font size or the font color based on your requirements. Now, I have all my slides ready for the next presentation. There are other additional elements you can give to your slide to make it look very professional. So, what you can do is to change the background of this slides. Currently, we have the white color given to your background. To change the color of the background, you can right click and we have the option as format background. And in this format background pane, we have the option to choose a solid fill. So you can choose a color from this option, and that is going to take effect to the first slide. And if you want to apply this color to the remaining slides, you have to choose apply to all from this option, and that is going to take effect. If this color is not relating to your PowerPoint presentation, you can also go back and change it to a different color and also choose apply to all, and that is also going to take effect. And this look very beautiful, as you can see. You can also go for gradient fill and also choose apply to all, and this is the look and feel of the gradient fill. You can choose a preset from this option, and that is also going to take effect. So you walk through and see whatever background color that is going to make your PowerPoint look very professional. You choose such color for your PowerPoint slides. You also have the option to choose a picture or texture fill. So if I left click on this, I get this texture fill, and when I click on apply all, this is going to affect all my slides, and this also looks very beautiful. And in this slides, we have this white background given to our picture. If this is the texture fill option you want to use for your slide, then you have to remove all this white background given to your logos in this slide area. So what you can do is you select the picture, and you have this contextual tab known as picture format. Left click on it, and you are going to have this group known as the adjust group. Select the color option, and in the drop down arrow we have transparent. So what you do is you select this image and left click to remove the white background, and that is what you can do to the remaining pictures. So you go to the picture format, then you change the background. To easily apply this, select this picture, go to the home tab and choose format painter. So you double click to choose the format painter. Now move to the different slides and apply this format, and this has easily removed all the white background of this logo. So this is how to also format pictures in PowerPoint. So we have all this done perfectly. Now another way to format your background, if this is also not suitable to you, what you can do is to move to your design tab on the menu bar, and we have the option as format background. And when you click on this, this also gives you the option to change the solid fill and other options. When you click on the design tab, we have this themes group, and you can easily change the theme of this PowerPoint presentation. So what we do now is click on design, and when you hover your mouse pointer on any of these designs, you get the preview, and if you access the themes that is going to suit your presentation, you can have a once click on it, and that is going to take effect. You can see I have this title slide, and I have the title here and also the presenter. When you move to the next slide, we have the introduction, we have the examples of web browsers, and these are all well organized. Just to make a few adjustments, you can align your text on the slide. So you go through and organize your slide to have a beautiful slide for your next presentation. You can also go back to the design and choose a different theme for your PowerPoint slides. So when you click on it, we have this slides looking very beautiful. So you go through your designs and choose whatever theme that is going to suit your presentation. Now that we have all these sets, if this is what we want to have for our next presentation, the next important thing you have to note is to save this presentation. And to do this, you go to the file menu and choose save, and that is going to direct you to the save as option. You click on browse and save this into your location. An easy way to do this is to use the functional key F12, but then you can see that our slides have some text that is not well seen here. So what we can do is to change the font size so that we can have our text fully shown in the slide area. So you can click on the format painter and apply this to your text. Then you arrange your text perfectly. Now everything is perfectly done. So another way to save your PowerPoint presentation is to press and this will easily bring out the Save As dialog box. You choose a name for your PowerPoint presentation, and I'm going to maintain the web browsers, and also make sure the Save As type is PowerPoint presentation. And I'm going to choose desktop and click on save. And when you come to the title bar of this presentation, I have web browsers here, and this is the program. So if I close this program, I have my presentation saved on the desktop. So in my next presentation, I have to open this program, and this is my PowerPoint presentation slides. Now to move to the slideshow mode, I'm going to show you different approach to do this. The first option is to click on the slideshow on the menu bar, and we have start slideshow group. We have from beginning, from current slides, and also you can go for custom slideshow. When you choose from beginning, you have this slide, and you can easily use your arrow keys to navigate through your slides and have your slides fully shown in the slideshow mode. Another way to present your PowerPoint, if you want to start from a specific slide, you can select the slide. If this is what I want to start with it, then I move to the slideshow and choose from current slide, and that is what you are going to have in the slideshow mode. So you can use your arrow keys to navigate and have your explanation to the audience. You can also move to your slideshow by going to the right bottom corner, and we have this button that says slideshow. When you left click, this also moves you to the slideshow mode. To use your keyboard shortcut, select the slide and press the functional key F5 on the keyboard, and this will also take you to the slideshow mode. To move to a specific slide in the slideshow mode, select the slide and hold Shift key and the F5 on the keyboard, and this will also take you to the current slide selected to have it in the slideshow mode. So these are some of the skills, techniques that you need to create a basic PowerPoint presentation. If you are not familiar with the PowerPoint features, that is the basic and also the advanced features of PowerPoint, I'm going to drop an end card of a video that talks about the PowerPoint program and also illustrating the basic and also the advanced features of PowerPoint. So I'm going to have the end card in this video and also linking the video to the description below. You can also click on the link to watch and also identify some features of the PowerPoint program. And together with this, you are going to have the fair idea and also how to use PowerPoint perfectly on your computer system. Hope you like this video. Please give it a like and let me see your comment in the comment section, and we shall meet in the next video.